Oh my gosh, what the heck happened here? There's a door, there's blood, putting two and two together. Something inside that you don't want to see. Oh! Your friend has gone missing, and now it is up to you to find out what has happened to your friend. Keep in mind that whatever took your friend is now looking for you. Today's game is called Tunnel Man, an analog horror game where you are looking for clues to find out what has happened to your friend, as well as what has been going on in this crazy town where there has been a large sum of murders in the last couple of years. What's good, y'all? It's your boyfriend Beckett. Boy, good. Let's get it.
Beckett.
A friend I hadn't spoken to in months suddenly called and asked me to grab my camcorder and come to his place ASAP. He said it was important, but he couldn't discuss it over the phone, just as well since he called around 3 a.m. What person in their right mind goes to places at 3 a.m.? I need some better friends, but I just got finished with work, so I decided to head over now while still light enough for my camcorder to get clear images. Begin. Dang, this looks super realistic, bro. Oh my gosh. Kind of uncanny. I like it. I already took the time to come out here. I should figure out where he is. Okay. So we can't do, oh, we can go to the backyard? All right, y'all. So this is like a point and clicker game. Like you're a detective. The curtains are drawn. I can barely make out what's inside. It's rusted shut. I can't open it. I'm assuming I can't do nothing. I'm out here yet, at least. I wonder where the flamingo's head is going. Imagine if we find the flamingo head inside. These chairs have definitely seen better days. Well, this one might be okay. But that gnome. Yeah, that gnome. Pretty grim looking either way. Yeah, 100%. All right, let's go inside the house. The curtains are drawn. I can barely make out what's inside. If the door just gonna open, we're gonna have to bust through it. Locked. Maybe there's a key lying around. Oh, okay. So that's what the walking around is for. Time to find a key, y'all. Can I climb the back? No, I can't climb the back. Okay. Situation like this, where would a key be? If I was a key, where would I be? I can't break the gnome? What a weird gnome. I didn't even know people bought those things anymore. Wait a second. Oh, I thought I was gonna break the gnome, be on some like B&E type stuff. This must be the key to the shed. Why did I not think for the shed, y'all? I'm thinking this was a house. I'm tripping. Oh my goodness. I mean, it could be like a studio, you know? The key fits. Okay, let's see what's inside. What has he been doing with all this stuff? Where the heck is he? Bro, this place look crazy. There's a safe, a microwave. So he definitely got a generator lying around and a bed. I'm gonna be real, y'all. I couldn't sleep in a place like this because of the fact that someone could easily come through my door. If I ever slept in a place like this, I'm gonna barricade my door. Oh, you can read these different reports. Time to get into my inner monologue. Let's get it. News report 1. Police earlier this Friday identified the corpse of 2 men who were found within the local subway. The cause of death does not seem to be an accident of any kind, but rather a murder. Deliberate jabs with a sharp object, leaving deep wounds. They were found on several body parts, such as the head and upper torso of both men. Police investigators have been searching the area following the results of the autopsy, stating that the punctures are too large and deep that have been caused by a knife. If it's too large and deep to be called by a knife, I'm guessing either this is becoming a paranormal investigation. Ew, look at that pizza, y'all. Nah, he foul for leaving this here. Throw this away, bro. You know it's some bugs in this place. Either it's a paranormal thing, or we in the UK and they out here using giant swords, bro. Shout out UK. News report 2. An ongoing investigation into last week's double homicide has yet to turn any leads. Patrolman responds to the reports of a vehicle stuck in the Walter Tunnel. The officer's last report to dispatch was that he was on the scene and was about to examine a car for occupants, noting that the car's windows had been smashed. After more than an hour of silence, additional units were sent to the tunnel, where they found Watts had been fatally stabbed near the driver's side of the stranded vehicle. The driver of the vehicle had also been fatally stabbed. The wounds matched those of the other unsolved incidents in the region. Damage to the tunnel wall suggests shots may have been fired, although the angle makes it unclear what Watts was aiming at. You see what I'm talking about, y'all? It said what Watts was aiming at. So they might be thinking it's not a human because of the fact that they said the cuts were too deep to be a knife. So do they think that this is some paranormal investigation? Is that I'm assuming that's what they're going off of. News Report 3. Rumors about a possible serial killer are going rampant throughout the county as police have identified a third victim. There appears to be no direct relationship between the three victims. However, all three were murdered in tunnels and underpasses. At that point, bro, I'm not going through no tunnels or underpasses, and if I am, it's gonna be me and it's gonna be more than just me, bro. We all gonna be in the car, and we all gonna have something on us, bro, because ain't no way I'm gonna keep I'm good, bro. I'm good. They gonna end up like JJK. If you know, you know, bro. The test of courage under the bridge. The first two autopsies also suggested traces of toxic gas in the victim's lungs, which has further baffled law enforcement. Dang, they got killed by caustic from Apex. What's going on, bro? Citizens throughout the county are calling a mysterious killer the Tunnel Man. The Tunnel Man. The Tunnel Man. With theories of the killer's identity ranging from disgruntled homeless man to satanic cult. We'll report on the third autopsy as soon as the results are released. In the meantime, all citizens are advised to avoid entering enclosed public spaces alone. Yeah. Emphasis on the alone. If you go in public spaces alone, especially after all this stuff is happening, I'm gonna be honest, bro. You're a maniac, or you must be another serial killer yourself, bro. Reading all these reports and seeing my friend hasn't returned, y'all, my back is gonna be turned towards the door while I'm reading these papers. More, you know what? No, I'm gonna get in the truck and I'm leaving, bro. I'm leaving. My friend not here. He called me to meet him. He's not here. News Report 4. A group of 4 criminals robbed a local city bank this week. Where we living at? Gotham City? What is happening, bro? We got the Joker gang and Scarecrow running rampant in this town, attempting to use the city's sewer system for a getaway from the police response. In a surprising and tragic twist, what stopped the robber wasn't the police, but something else. When one of the robbers were caught escaping, the police searched the sewers and found a shocking sight. 3 of the robbers, along with 4 sewer workers, RIP to sewer workers, were found dead. Police have not been able to give much word, but they did mention that the deaths were particularly brutal. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I could live in this town after all this stuff happening, bro. You got bank robberies, you got people chopping you up in sewers and tunnels and any type of underpass or closed-in area. Nah, bro. News Report number 5. A shocking sight was discovered this weekend when construction workers went to check on the progress of repairs in a tunnel. 3 men were found dead, 2 of whom appear to have been victims of cold-blooded murder. There were clear signs of horrific mutilation with a large tool, leaving both traces of blunt trauma and deep stab wounds. The 3rd victim, however, found hidden at the entrance of the nearby manhole, showed no such wounds. Thorough inspections led police examiners to believe that his death was related to inhalation of toxic fumes. As of yet, it is still unclear who was behind these terrible deeds, nor where the deadly gas have originated from. Bro, y'all sending construction workers to fix a tunnel without policemen after all that stuff that was happening? Yo, this town, bro. Hey, yo, construction workers, go ahead and work on the tunnel where people been getting killed and going missing from. It's cool, bro. No, police, we need your help. Send the police. Call 12. Come on. I don't want to get slimed out at work. News Report number 6. The Blackstone mines, which were closed in the 1800s and had been recently reopened, have become the site of a horrible tragedy just this week. 2 teenagers who have yet identified snuck into the mines and engaged in vandalism when one was killed and the other was hospitalized with an as of yet unknown illness. Yeah, he gone soon, bro. I knew it was going to be some teenagers who wanted to play around with all this stuff that was happening, bro. The people be unserious with their lives, for real. Local police are unsure whether the incident was accidental or foul play was involved, but it has halted the mine's reopening. We might have to close it up again, the mine supervisor said to us at an interview. Yeah, at this point, I don't want to do anything, bro. Anything underground. Y'all know what's happening, bro. News report number 7. Panic erupts outside the county sheriff's office as reports of the serial killer in 2 neighboring states have been released. That's crazy. It's actually crazy that a serial killer can be released. Like you should have life behind bars if you are a serial killer. That you kill a whole bunch of people. How you not get life behind bars, bro? That's crazy. Details of the murders match those of the infamous Tunnel Man, whose reign of terror suddenly ceased 4 months ago. The killer was still at large, although police are suggesting this may be a copycat killer, as at least 2 of the murders happened within 50 miles of each other. The public is demanding that the sheriff increase patrols to ensure local police safety. The sheriff has described the situation as a nightmare for both public safety and an already understaffed police force. Hey, at that point, bro, who want to be substitute policemen, bro? Be on y'all Ichigo Kurosaki stuff with that. You like substitute soul reaping? I to be a substitute policeman, bro. Do I get a badge and a gun? You get a badge, but you don't get a gun, bro. You gonna be like security. Have y'all ever seen security? The security that be at the clubs, they be out here telling you to stop, and they don't be having no gun. They be having a badge with security on it, bro. You cook. The 5 of Hearts. That's something special. It's just a cassette tape filled with bird calls. I didn't know he did bird watching. Can't do nothing else. Translation books, quantum theory, books on poisonous gases. Quite the interesting collection here. Hint, the man in my nightmares. Okay, so I'm going to have to find a journal entry because it said the man in his nightmares. All right, y'all. Back up. Why did I just look at the door like that? Y'all saw that? That was weird. So I can also get a VHS tape. It's a map that looks like the tunnel system. Bro, my friend invited me over. Why am I investigating his house? It's a map of the world. It's covered with files, pens, and string. A box full of this box is full of documents and news articles from foreign countries. I can't read any of these languages. Bro, my friend was really on his detective stuff. He has cards everywhere. The 7 of Diamonds. The 3 of Clubs. September 16th, 1996. This is just a few days away. That's the key for the safe, y'all. 7 of Diamonds. Okay, so 7. Can I get up? There's blood on this. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I gotta hold up for the blood. I see something. The last missed message is from me. I guess I was the last person to call him. Can I get up from this situation, or am I stuck? It feels eerie outside. I can't shake the feeling that someone's watching me here. Yeah, they are. Y'all, I'm stuck in this loop. I can't get out of this loop. I hope that's just pizza sauce. You know it's not pizza sauce. Yo, these directionals in these games are crazy. Okay, so that's 735. 7359. So there's a 9. Like it's almost out of water. Alright, y'all. So it's a 7359. What is that? A bottle of anti-rust. This could be useful. Okay, I guess. 739. There has to be a 5th. No, it has to be a 5 and a 6. A 5th and a 6th one, right? I'm back outside. Oh! Man, y'all really got me with a deer jump scare. It's crazy. We have rust removal, y'all. Remember, they said this grill is rusted shut. So we're going to open that. Yes. I used anti-rust. Oh, it's a lockbox in there. Okay, so your boy was trying so hard to find the code. We have these 4 cards. We have these 2 padlocks. We also have these 2 dates. What I thought was, I find the correct order of these 4 cards. Then I add the last 2 numbers. And then, boom, that's the code. But guess what? It didn't work. So then I like, oh, let me try typing in the date on the calendar. That's 6 digits. Boom, it wouldn't work. So I'm pretty much just running around for 15, 16 minutes. And you gotta already know what happened. Your boy looked it up on YouTube, baby. So I could find something that worked. I found the computer password. It's quite funny because I should have figured the computer password was you know who, but I thought it was going to be somewhere in a book because I didn't think it was that obvious since it never did tell us who was in the nightmares, quote unquote. Yeah. But how would I really know this man is in this nightmare? Let's be real. Let's be 100. It should have been a book somewhere. It should have been left in clues. If I'm tripping, I'm tripping, but I didn't see none of that anywhere, y'all. Okay. Crime photos, final rep, emails, mine report, robber report. Okay, let's start with the Red Cross report. Red Cross report. Patient is the sole survivor of a military supply bunker, identity unknown. Patient is barely coherent and keeps rambling about some accident that seems to be unrelated to the bunker attack. It is believed that the patient was attacked while in one of the bunker's tunnels and survived by hiding in a locker. Other bodies show blunt trauma and pierced wounds, but the patient is largely without injury. He was initially blamed for the attacks until it was found that he inhaled toxic fumes of unknown origin. Patient is afraid of certain sounds and keeps saying to watch for the devil's tunnels. Requested transport to psychiatric facility and awaiting response. If this man said the devil's tunnel, guess what? You know what, y'all? Let's blow it up. Let's destroy the tunnel. Let's kaboom. Get it out of here. I don't want to go under any tunnel no more. You know how people be superstitious You know how people be superstitious? I said superstitious. What in the world does that even mean? You know how people be superstitious and they be talking about don't let a black cat cross you. Don't step under a ladder. Yeah. Don't go under the bridge or in a tunnel. That's going to be part of my routine. If I lived during a time like stuff like this was happening, yeah, y'all tripping, bro. Subway report. Subway survivor report. Patient is a young woman in her mid-20s who was found just outside the entrance of a new subway construction site. The police informed us that the patient may be the survivor of a mass murder in which 2 men were killed within the tunnel. That's not really a mass murder if only 2 people were killed. Okay, whatever. The patient has inhaled toxic gas as of unknown origin. She is unconscious but frequently mutters something about not getting too close to the tunnel to hell and to keep watching the walls. The initial prognosis is that this is a side effect of the gas and a possible sign of brain damage. Dr. Madison says symptoms remind him of a case he handled back in his army days, but that case has been classified. He said he will reach out to the detective of the case and see if they can get the medical reports declassified. If you got one person saying that's the devil's tunnel and someone saying tunnel to hell, I don't think it's a coincidence, bro. That's not a side effect. That's not a side effect. Keep thinking it's a side effect. They're going to get you next. Medical report. John Doe. Patient is a survivor of an attempted homicide at a local abandoned mine. At this point, why is there no stupid? There should be stupid security around every single mine, bro. People shouldn't even be there without people locked in, looking around 24/7, bro. This is really Gotham City, y'all. I can't live here, bro. I can't live here. This is Gotham City. I'm getting back in my trunk. I'm getting back in my truck and I'm going somewhere else. It is believed he and a friend broke into the mine to drink. What the? Are y'all good? Based on numerous of empty bottles found at the entrance. However, the patient showed... Oh, that's their assumption. Okay. However, the patient showed no sign of intoxication and blood alcohol levels are normal. The patient has numerous wounds and has inhaled toxic fumes. He is conscious but delusional, staring at the walls and mumbling that the monster is coming for him. He also has recurring nightmares about the tunnels. These delusions are likely a combination of the location of the attack and possibly brain damage caused by the fumes. Similarities to a recent case in the city's subway construction zone approximately 30 miles from the mine suggest that this may have been the work of the same suspect. Robert's medical report. Patient was admitted after being apprehended by the police on suspicion of robbery and mass homicide. Oh, that's that one dude where him and his homies went to the sewers. Initial examination showed numerous superficial wounds and lacerations, as well as some bruising and one broken bone, consistent with blunt force trauma. Gases were detected in the patient's lungs, which may explain his paranoid and incoherent nature. Keeps looking at the walls as if looking for something and murdering no tunnel before looking away. Additionally, patient has asked about 2 other individuals, which the police have identified as among the victims in the sewer, suggesting the patient is unaware of their death. Symptoms line up with the other cases in the tri-state area, including what other hospitals have dubbed NDE, nightmare tunnel syndrome, a seeming variant of the typical tunnel reported in near-death experiences in which the patient believes they have seen a tunnel into hell and the devil will come for them through these walls. Man, y'all are tripping, bro. Y'all don't believe it until y'all believe it. And then by that time, it's going to be too late. Excerpt from attorney's notes. Defendant was sent to us by the county sheriff's department after having been found in the Blackstone mine. He was suffering from hallucinations of tunnels opening in the walls and was barely coherent. Doctors found traces of carbon monoxide in his lungs and are having him evaluated for potential brain damage. Defendant is charged with trespassing, destruction of private property, and is suspect in a death of another trespasser. Plaintiff suggests willingness to drop charges if investigation proves the murder with a third party, and this incident may have saved the lives of those scheduled to begin to work at Blackstone. Nobody's going to buy that last sentence. These stupid tunnel man murders have everyone on edge. They just don't want to admit it. Oh well, I'll fix this tomorrow. Bro, like I said, if we got people walking around gassing people up in like closed areas, I'm not working no tunnels, bro. I know y'all may say, but what if you need the job? What if you need a job? I ain't gonna see tomorrow doing that job, bro. I ain't going. No, you do it. All right, now we're gonna check the emails. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. I like videos. I mean, I like games like this. I hope I am immersing you guys. I hope I'm doing the best that I can do. I know my mic sounds amazing. So it's going to be very cinematic. Let's get back to the video. Message from PI, private investigator. I have to be careful since this has officially been deemed a cold case and the evidence has been sealed away. I will take some planning to gather what you requested, but I'm looking forward to comparing evidence and possibly solving this thing once and for all. They're to schedule maintenance of the records vault in a little over 2 months. That would be the best time for us to meet up. I will make copies of the case files that I can access while security is disabled, and you bring what you have. So it's either 2 things. My boy went missing because 3 things. He either went missing because he wanted to find out what was going on. The tunnel dude came and clapped him at his own place because you saw that looked like blood on those sheets. Or the police got him and clapped him up. Either way, I think my boy clapped up regardless. Response to the private investigator. We both waited this long. A few more months will be fine. Just know that our friend Tweety isn't going to stop working while we wait, and neither will I. Just in case something happens to me before the meeting, this important item will be in the safe. Oh, just find a video I told you about and check the date. Find the video I told you about and check the date. To be safe, I'm keeping the tape hidden as well. Check the enclosed photo for a hint. Stay in touch, Sylvester. That's the code, y'all. I was never finna find out that code. I was never gonna find out that code without looking in the computer. Final preparation. Okay, I've got a gun loaded with plenty of ammo. I also made sure to get new quality batteries for my flashlight. I don't want to be that guy who light dies 2 minutes in. Left a message for Mark to bring his camcorder, but didn't go into detail. The detective can fill him in. So they wanted, first of all, I'm gonna be honest, it's an L freaking friend, bro. You going on a death, you going on a death mission, and you not even gonna tell me that we gonna try to find a serial killer who out here got people scared of stuff coming out of the wall? That's an L friend, bro. I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all. That is a horrible friend. If you have friends like that, you don't need enemies, bro, because he is the enemy. I guess that's it. Anyone reading this, I'll be waiting outside for you to get there. I've come too far to be that stupid horror movie protagonist that gets tricked to his own death. Foreshadow. I think you definitely got tricked to your own death. Crime photos, subway tunnel, black. Dang, bro, what they do? Turn this man into clay? Blackstone mines, robber sewer escape. Oh, he looked like he just died from gas. This dude made out with a pole through his mouth. That's crazy. Oh. You know what, bro? The one that escaped, he got the best of. Oh, why have his body going? That's crazy, y'all. 963725, 963725, 963725. Let's go. What a weird place to hide a VHS tape. I better take it if it's that important. Let's get it. I know someone watching me, bro. I know someone's watching me. Let's play the tape. All right, now let's see what's on this tape. So, whose footage is this? Is this supposed to be? This can't be my friend. June 13th, 1987. Wait, isn't that yesterday? Isn't June 13th supposed to be yesterday? Because didn't he say the June 16th? Oh no, y'all, I'm tripping. It's September, right? I don't know. Oh, this footage is being looped. Okay, so am I supposed to find something? I gotta go back in the computer, y'all, because it told me a hint. It said look at the date. So this is the combination for the safe. All right, so let's dissect what we're seeing real quick, bro. Okay, so these are the mines. We walking in the mines. We see something we're not supposed to see. So is that a person who's trying to clap us up? Okay, y'all. It said check the date. And what did it say after that? I told you about, okay, he said, just find the video I told you about and check the date. To be safe, 1987, 198716? No, I'm tripping, y'all. We're going back to the tape. It said check the date. June 13th, 1987. 131987. 131987. 131987. Let's get it. Partially redacted police report. Blank was found deceased near the entrance of blank mine. Autopsy showed a combination of toxic fumes and wounds seemingly caused by the equipment inside. Sure, the equipment. Yeah, let's leave it at that, man. Yeah, it's the equipment that made him. The equipment was emitting Joker gas. Yeah, we're gonna leave it at that, bruh. Records show that Blank was a former employee of the mine and had survived an attack on a bunker in World War II, during which he had inhaled similar gas. Medical reports from the time show that he had become obsessed with hallucinations that tones could appear in walls. He was admitted to a psychiatric ward, but was later released after it was determined his psychosis was likely the result of inhaling toxic fumes. Blank left a note stating he was going back to the mine to confront his demon. His daughter immediately reported the note to authorities, leading to the discovery of his body. Oh, that's tough. Newspaper from 1930. Tragedy struck at a local mine yesterday when a routine demolition in a gas-contaminated section claimed the life of a colored middle-aged miner. Investigators revealed that he had not been warned that the demolition was going to take place. The miner was found with his face crushed beneath broken rocks. Oh my goodness, that's a crazy way to go out, bro. And it was thought he may have held the bird's cage in a desperate attempt to shield himself. So for y'all who don't understand about some practical ways to tell if there's a lot of carbon monoxide, there's two things people do. The first thing, they have a torch or a lighter. If you put a match or a lighter and you throw it down and it dies immediately, there's no oxygen. If you bring a bird with you and the bird dies, there's no oxygen. So that's why they said he may have held the bird's cage, because I was like, why is there a bird down there? A lot of people, especially back in the day, it's either a match or a bird. If the bird dies or the match, or if the light in the match goes away, then that means there's no oxygen. It's just straight carbon monoxide. You gotta get out. In a strange turn of events, as men moved to recover the body, it had vanished from the rubble. Company officials emphasized that the blast may have been planned and that no other injuries were reported. The investigation into the circumstances of the miner's presence and his mysterious disappearance continues. Yo, I wouldn't even want to live here, bro, because it's a lot of crazy stuff going on. Journal, final entry. This may be my final entry. And as I see the place is empty, I'm guessing it was your final entry, my boy. I received a tip that there are more lights inside of the Blackstone mine, and someone heard whistling. He could be back. I need to follow on his lead ASAP, or he could slip through our fingers. Detective, if you're reading this, come to Blackstone as soon as you can. I'll be staking out the entrance to verify if our Tweety is really inside. You think you Darkwing Duck? Why are you going to investigate, bro? Blackstone mine? What was he doing there? Who's Tweety? Well, it's my best lead. I better take my car there. Yo, I'm afraid I'm going to run into somebody. I'm afraid someone's going to be outside. You'd better be waiting for me at those mines. What have you gotten yourself into? Yo, I really hope Sylvester didn't get himself in trouble. Sylvester, seriously, that guy was always a child at heart. Although he was different after they found him in some mine. I wonder if it was the same mine. And I wonder if he really did the smart thing and waited for backup. Sylvester was, wait, what? Sylvester was a victim of the mine? They said he was different after they found him in some mine. Oh, I'm here. I'm just here. Okay. Be careful exploring this place. I hope he's okay. Y'all see, dang it. He couldn't wait for me. He must be deeper in the mine. I'm gonna keep it about with y'all. If he's deeper in the mine, y'all know what that means? Somebody call 911. My bro tweaking all up in the mine. What's that noise? Oh, I'm going, bro. Oh my goodness, what is this? It feels like I'm playing Doors. This crate is huge. You could practically hide in it. That's a foreshadow. Are they gonna make me hide in that? Looks like the mine was still under construction before it shut down. Why am I walking this deep in here, bro? Why am I walking this deep in here, bro? Was that him? He must be close. What do you mean was that him? If he didn't call out, it wasn't him. Nothing useful in here. What a weird clock. What's that doing here? The old generator is empty, though I can't imagine it's still working in this condition. Yo, this is crazy. They're really preparing me to get clapped. Wait, what's that light over there? Oh my gosh, what the heck happened here? Y'all, the minute I see that blood, I'm just taking off, bro. I gotta run. There's nothing. I should take a look around here first. Boy, what is there to look at? There's the door. There's blood. Putting two and two together. Something inside that you don't want to see. Oh! Wait, did I die? Did I just die? No. Mark's body was found a few days later in the blacksmith mine with no sign of his friend or any clue to his whereabouts. Police have attempted to get in touch with a private investigator that his friend was in contact with, but it was discovered that he was a victim of a homicide 2 days ago in a nearby highway tunnel. Wait, the private eye was killed too? Wait, hold up, y'all. Police have attempted to get in touch with the private investigator that the friend was in contact with, but oh my goodness. Was my friend the mine? Y'all, I have a theory. I think my friend might have been the copycat. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. The way it pulled up, I was like, he got active that fast. He got active on me that fast. Yo, hey man, if y'all got a friend acting that crazy, don't go investigating by yourself. Who do you look like? You got a gun on you? No, you don't. You don't have nothing. It's out here clapping policemen and ex-military people. You think you gonna get up in there and go crazy, bro? No, slow down, Terry McGinnis. Go back home. Go back to safety and call the cops about your friend's whereabouts. He better be there. The minute he wasn't at that entrance. They want to deny who's the greatest. I take a seat while I'm waiting. I'm going crazy, I just want a ball. You know it's been testing my patience, but it's all cool because when it's time, they are gonna see that they been waiting for me. I keep waking up from this dream, having a plot of support, but I keep wanting more. But let me stop. We can all get to the top. We can all win, don't have to sin just to get